Hi, Alan Stratton from Woodturning. A friend from church is going to bring his daughter over in a bit to have a session on the lathe. She's expressed an interest in wood turning, so I thought this project I'd do one that would be appropriate for her. She's a 15-year-old girl, and I think she might be interested in a bud vase. So this is olive wood that I had laying around the shop, and I also had some old tubes, so I drilled it to put a tube in it. So it's a fairly simple project. I will use a gouge, probably have her use a scraper, but other than that, that's how I would do a little bud vase out of olive wood.
This is not a large piece of olive wood, and it feels like it is still medium wet. I don't want to waste very much of its length chucking it. I've decided to glue it to a faceplate to minimize waste. I'm dumping a bunch of medium CA glue on the end of the wood and spraying the faceplate with CA Accelerator. Then mate them together with a little tailstock pressure and let the glue harden thoroughly. This will not be a strong joint, but hopefully will last long enough if I'm careful. I made a bit of a mess, but the silicone baking mat cleans up nicely. Making sure I have live center pressure, I can now round it over with my bowl gouge. Fortunately, I put the larger bark area towards the neck end. I start to shape it, but I don't want to go very far before drilling for the glass tube. My tube requires a half-inch hole. I have to drill in very short lifts since the wood is wet. When I withdraw the Forstner bit, the chips swell out even more. With drilling done, I can get serious about shaping. After a little bit with the bowl gouge, I'm switching to a spindle gouge. With this simple shape, it does not take long. I just have to be careful to not cut the neck too small with the 1/2 inch hole in the middle. I'll sand now, starting with 80 grit to smooth out any lines. Fortunately, the wood is dry enough to sand. After just a bit of cleanup, I'm cutting a couple of grooves to assist in wire burning, then sand it a bit more with 400 grit sandpaper. Olive wood seems to beg for a beeswax and mineral oil finish. I'll rub it in good with paper towel and friction from the lathe. Then part it off. By the way, I was lucky the CA joint held. When parting it off, once I got to about 1/2 inch remaining diameter, it broke away. CA seems to require a large surface area. I tried to smooth the bottom at the disc center, but it got it a bit lopsided. So, how do I refine the bottom when my wood is not mounted to the lathe? I decided to use the center hole, but I need a faceplate with a 1/2 inch tenon. This will mount to my chuck with a small tenon. The big question now, with the vase mounted to my faceplate, is whether it is centered. I'm trying to center it by levering the wood with a skew against the tool rest. This did not work well this time. I used one of my old rubber stoppers on the live center. It is too fat, but my skew can take care of that. I finally get it close. As long as I can blend it into the curve, it will be okay. A little tooling and some sanding and I'm done. But I think I'll skip this last section since parting off when I do it with my friend's daughter. Now I can burn my name, the species of wood, and the year into the bottom. This is a small base, so my magnifying goggles really help. Next, a quick buffing finishes off my vase. I think she can enjoy this. A vase like this is simple, but I think I'll have her use scrapers rather than a gouge. I don't think I'll give her olive wood until she's done several. This olive wood turned out very pretty. What easy projects would you offer a 15-year-old? Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe on my website, tell your friends, and send me your comments and questions. Every week I make a new wood turning video. Please wear your full face shield. Your face deserves some respect. Until next week's video, this is Alan Stratton from Woodturning.